let's see. Yeah, definitely enjoying our wine. Super excited.
Yes.
It's taking up a minute here. All right. Well, I think we are live. Awesome. Awesome. You guys give us a shout out. Say, hey, Kristen. Hey, Regine. If you're live with us, I'm going to go ahead and tag Regine in this. So this goes to her profile. So if you're here for Regine, I want you to give a shout out. Hey, Regine, let her know you're here because I want to thank her so much for being here. We're super excited to share her journey and celebrate her. So give her a shout out, Regine from Chicago, Illinois. And I'm Kristen McBosley, founder of Create My Weight. And Regine just wrapped up the 16-week program, transformation program, lost over 20 pounds with food freedom, which was such an important part for Regine because food freedom is her life, it's her industry. And so this was a system that we really how to perfect, and Regine did that. And so we're going to celebrate her tonight, and we are going to learn a little bit more about her story, not just where she is now, but where she was before Create My Weight and what finally made her reach out for help and get started on this journey, and how she'll be continuing her journey. Okay, so Regine, again, thank you so much. We've got some viewers here. Aaron's here, Jess is here. Hey guys, yeah, keep sharing the love. And Regine, we'll go ahead and get started. So, I'm sure a lot of people watching, have their own story, their own backgrounds, and where they struggled, on their weight loss journey. So, what have you tried in the past to lose weight on your own and, over the course of the years?
How much time do you have? I mean, I tried everything. I'm a successful dieter, right? So losing weight was never the problem. For me, it was trying to figure out how to change my lifestyle and learn how to eat. So to answer your question, Atkins, Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, fad diet pills. I tried it all. Shakes, which I don't understand because shakes are not filling. But yeah, I tried it all. I'm getting a little bit of a feedback. Are you?
Feedback. What kind of feedback?
Like audio.
Oh no, I don't hear anything.
Okay. It's all good. If you're not hearing it, we're good.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, guys, comment in the chat here if you have tried some of the things Regine mentioned, like Weight Watchers, Atkins, pill, and shakes. Comment if you tried any of those things. Yeah, I remember you were a keto girl, Regine, and getting rid of the carbs, and that's something we got away from, right?
I was an angry person when I didn't eat carbs.
I'm still an angry person if I don't eat carbs or drink wine. So as you can see, Regine, she is a wine expert, and I'll definitely have her share a little bit about what she does towards the ends of our call tonight. But, for her, food freedom was being able to have wine and enjoy cocktails, because it's a big part of what she does. And I love my wine too, you guys know me. So this is why we are such a great match. So, Regine, at what point, what made you reach out for help? And why did you think I was the right person to help you?
Yeah, so I traveled a lot prior to COVID, and it wasn't even food freedom, it was food craze. Like I ate everything when I was traveling, and I'm okay with that. So then I put on some weight prior to COVID, and then once COVID hit, I did this crazy yo-yo where I lost weight and then I gained weight. And I remember going to a spa with my girlfriend. We went to Miraval, and I saw myself, and I was like, this is not you. Like, this is not you. I wasn't in my right body. And so that was like, for me, the moment where I was like, I need to do something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys comment in the chat here if you've ever had a turning point like Regine had. There was a moment in your life, maybe it was recent, maybe it was last year and you tried something, or there was a turning point. I think everyone has that. And it's important that when that turning point, happens, that you seize the moment and you look for something. So why did you think Create My Weight was the right fit?
Well, first of all, I have to say, one of the things I enjoy about you is how you word things. So I love that you said turning point. I was like, breaking point. Okay. I was like, I am done with this. So, why create my weight? It was a few things. I mean, I have friends who have gone through, I don't want to call it the program because it's not a program. I have friends who have worked with you and successfully, and I saw really long lasting changes for them. So having people that you trust, people who care about you say, no, 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 this is great. And these are my results. That was the big part of it. The other thing was that when we talked, you were so genuine about understanding what I needed, working on a program that made sense for my lifestyle, for my job. And you didn't begin the conversation with, here are all the things that you're going to have to give up. Right. And I think that I knew that was not long lasting for me, that in the past I did things where I had to give up a lot. And even if I was able to do it for 6 weeks or 8 weeks, it wasn't a lifelong. So when you said, let's figure out who you are, what you like, how you live, then we can create a program for you. That was the thing that made me say, yeah, I think this is someone I want to work with.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll never forget one of our first phone calls, Regine, because we talked a couple times before you did CMW. And,
Before I
Regine,
said yes, I was like, I don't want to do this.
yeah. We talked, I think our first time was in September. And, she had said to me, we talked about this on the exit session too, how you knew you needed structure, right? But you didn't want structure. Like you're a busy entrepreneur and you like, yes, you make your own schedule, but you also are very busy with work. And it's like, well, I don't want all these rules and restrictions, right? So it's like, it was kind of a balancing act, right? Deciding what you wanted.
Yeah, the one thing I want to say about that is, out of everything that I gained from CMW, from Create My Weight, a lot of wonderful things, but creating a structure that works for me is the most important thing because it has seeped into other areas of my life. So once I understood and I took on the time to say, okay, this is the structure that I need around food and alcohol and exercise, it was easy for me to do that in other areas of my life. And that has like helped me with my writing, it's helped me with my business. So that really for me is as important as the weight loss or the new foods. It's life changing.
Yeah, absolutely. And how we do one thing's how we do everything. So, this journey is not just about weight loss, as Regine said. This was about creating consistency and structure in other parts of her life. And if you're a business owner watching this, like how important is having structure? It's one of the curses and blessings of being a business owner. Like, yes, like we have freedom, but it's like we need some kind of structure. And so this is kind of what we learned. And like you said, it's not a program, it's really kind of like building a life, right? And so that's what you found. It was awesome.
Wait. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
Oh, I know. This is okay. So it might not be as fancy as a lot of the wines behind you. But this is, and I'm proud to share it. I don't mind. This is a Smith and Hook Cabernet. So I mean, it's like a $20 bottle of wine. Like it's nothing.
That's great. Yeah.
But it's really delicious. And this is a wine glass I got from my wedding registry years ago. But as my initial. But yeah, no, I appreciate us getting to enjoy this. And I always love seeing your collection during our meetings because it's inspiring. But yes, no, I love my Cabernet. And yeah, again, like I love how you were able to lose this weight and not give up the things that are behind you, so that was a big, big thing. So I know you had a lot of success. You lost over 20 pounds, you learned how to maintain that weight, and you have something sustainable now. But what were some of your struggles, along the work we did together? Because everyone has ups and downs, you included. So
it's what I struggle with in life, patience, right? So I'm very data driven and I kept my journal. I still write in my journal every day. But so I love the journal because my weight loss was not a steady. Like some people, they're like every week it's like 2 pounds, 2 pounds. Mine didn't go like that. Some weeks it was 1, some weeks it was half, some week it was 3 because I knew that that's what was happening with my body. Like the struggle was having the patience, But once I was able to go back and look at the data and look at my personal, how I release weight, it helped me go get through the program, right? It helped me say, oh, okay, this is just what's happening this week, but the trend is I'll lose it next week. So the struggle for me was being patient. Um, and what else was a struggle? It was really patience. That's what I struggle with in life. I am the most impatient person. I'm like, I want it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, and struggling. Yeah, that was it. I just wanted it now. And I'm like, okay, sister, that's not the way it works. Oh, the other struggle was what I call, this is not my phrase. I learned it from like one of the self-help writers. They called it a monkey mind. It's the monkey mind is that part of your mind that takes over and sabotages you. So I had to identify that monkey mind, and then I had to learn to like tell him to shut, or her to shut up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
those are the two
I
things.
still use that phrase. I call it your phrase, even if it's not. But
Yeah.
I think all of us have that monkey mind that comes up. I mean, comment in the chat, you guys, if you feel like Regine, like that monkey mind sometimes like shows up. So Regine, give us an example of like what the monkey mind sounded like. Like one thought that went through your mind.
Oh, should I make a funny voice?
Whatever you want, whatever. Yeah.
The monkey mind was like, even though I saw the progress, I saw the results. Oh, this isn't working. Go back to some of the foolishness that you've done in the past. If you don't do this, or if just don't eat for a day and you'll lose a bunch of weight. It was just a bunch of crazy things, even though I knew like it was working, right? And it wasn't hard. Like it was just regular food. You going about your day doing regular things, but that monkey mind would come in and say, oh, if you do something else, this will happen. And you're like, what else do you need to happen? It's already happening.
Right.
Yeah, so that's an example. I don't have a funny voice, but I'm going to come up with one.
You should. Oh my God, have a little more wine and you'll come up with one. I'm positive.
There you go.
You guys, this is what this monkey mind Regine is talking about is very common. Even when she was losing weight, that those thoughts come up, like because we want to revert back to old memories and we want to revert back to old processes. And as she mentioned, she had experience with Atkins, and she's like, well, I should just cut out carbs. And it's like, well, then that's not always the answer, right? And so that is kind of where we learn to control the monkey mind, right? And that's one of the reasons why she was so successful. And I think, Regine, another maybe struggle you had mentioned in the past was, the number on the scale. You're like,
Yeah.
less on this number, like, we were upset because that created the impatience. So how do you feel about that now, like the number on the scale?
It's still something that I work through, but like when I evaluate myself by what I see, I'm like, girl, you are fire.
Exactly.
So, what I'm saying? So I'm like, girl, please, you need to let that go. But it is, it's sort of all of these criterias that we create, and we set for ourselves, and sometimes not really knowing or understanding where that comes from. And one of the things that I appreciated about our time together was challenging some of those notions, right? And you never telling me, well, you should do this, or you should do that, or you should weigh this. But it was like just asking to go deeper. Well, why this? Like, why that? And so now I do that with myself, and I love being at a point where it's my decision, right? It's what I want to look like, how I want to feel, versus a number, or versus, now it's more about weight training and, moving my body versus anything else.
Exactly. Yeah. And that was never an issue for you. Like you were always committed to exercise, right? And like you had a lot of background about nutrition. You had done things in the past. And this was really just about finding something that worked for you long term, And so
yeah, it was learning how to eat. I mean, think about it. We all learn how to eat, right? But where do we learn it from? So if you have parents who are very conscious and they teach you, weight may not be an issue to you. But if you learn how to eat from fad diets, it's always going to be an issue. So that's why I came in. And my friend who brought me into the program, she said, she said at first, she said, I didn't know what to eat, because literally sometimes I would gain weight and I'd be like, well, why? Because I'm not eating anything bad. Like, I'm a grown up, I eat grown up foods. What's going on? So I actually have learned how to eat at the age of 48, which is freaking crazy.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing. And you guys, like, comment in the chat of like education is important to you. Like, you don't want to be told what to eat, but you want to learn how to eat, right? That's what we mean in Create My Weight, is creation, not consuming and information, what other people tell us, and eat this and don't eat that and blah, 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 but like learning and really like living that experience. Let me see some of the chat, Regine. Let's see, all the time. Sharon's watching. We got a lot of people watching. Ooh, girl, I can't wait for you to see all the comments. Super excited for you. Okay, so so you lost over 20 pounds, super happy. You guys check out her Facebook profile because she did these amazing new photos. You could just like see, the confidence and the joy, oozing out of Regine. She's always glowed. But
I do glow.
You glow, girl. Yeah, you've always glowed. But now like it's a whole different level, and this is not something you have to worry about anymore. This is just your life. So how confident do you feel in your ability to maintain the weight you've lost and lose more, if you want to, especially with your job?
Honestly, I feel really confident. This was something that I was so concerned about up until, I would say, week 12. I kept worrying about like, well, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do? And then I purposely kind of said, well, let me pull back and see. And I was like, I already know what to do. Like, nothing is going to change. That's the difference, right? When you're doing it's a fad diet, it has a beginning, a middle, and an end, right? This has a beginning, it had a middle, but it doesn't have an end, because what you've done is taught me how to eat the proper foods for my body, how much wine I can have, all of those things. So all of the fear that I had, I was like, why are you afraid? Because tomorrow isn't going to be different than last week was, right? This is what we're doing now. And I'm good about it. Like, I'm glad. Like, there's nothing that I've given up. I had ice cream, when I wanted ice cream, but it wasn't an everyday thing, right? Some people can eat ice cream every day. I can't, but I know when to treat myself and when not to. And, so it's been great. I feel confident.
Yeah. So I would love for you to kind of share with us, like, what you do, because I think people need to understand just like how important food freedom was to you, like not to have this restrictive lifestyle, and why you have such an amazing collection behind you that like it makes you have more wine. So go ahead and tell us more about what you do.
Yeah, so thank you for asking. My company is called Shall We Wine. So we are an experiential marketing company. So we help wine and spirits brands grow through doing things like events. We used to do in-store demos prior to COVID. We create videos for our clients. So everything that we do is wine and spirits focused. So I have to taste wine, I talk about wine. For consumers, though, we also do, if you're interested in wine classes, we have wine classes, we have wine events. So if you're not a wine brand, but you want to learn about wines and taste wines, just look us up. We're always doing tastings and recommending different wines.
Yeah. And again, thank you for sharing that, because I love wine too. And I never want people to have to give up wine on the weight loss journey. But I also know, like, when you do these events, you have like chocolate and you have cheeses, and like you appreciate really good food, not just because of your job, but also because of your lifestyle. You live in Chicago, amazing food everywhere, and so that's why this lifestyle, I think, was super important for you.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome, you guys. All right, so we have lots of people watching, lots of people being inspired by you. Chloe's here, Cersei's here. Let me see who else. Kisa's watching. We got a crew here, and I'm sure a lot of people who watch the replay later on are super inspired by your story, and either they're on the weight loss journey, or maybe they're considering getting started, or they want to know how to take it to the next level and then really create this lifestyle for themselves. What is your biggest piece of advice for people to be successful on their health and weight loss journey?
I would say believe in yourself, right? Because you are the one making the decision, and know that you deserve to look and feel the way that you want. So if if you're interested, if you have any questions, you can always DM me, you can talk to Kristen, but no matter what you decide to do, just believe in yourself. And the other thing is surround yourself with a group of people who also believe in you. That was really key, is just having other friends who have gone through the program or joined because of me. And so we were able to inspire each other. And honestly, we all were like, I can't believe I didn't do this earlier. Like, oh my God. Like, I was just talking to another friend who finished her 8-week program, and she was just like, I learned so much in 8 weeks. And, just believe in yourself. You deserve it.
Yeah, I love that. Believe in yourself. You deserve it. I wish I did this earlier. Yeah, because again, it's education. That's the piece. And Regine, you're an educator, right? You educate people in, in wine and also how to market their businesses. And I educate in nutrition and fitness, but the monkey mindset, working on that. And so when we appreciate education, that's when we really grow, right? Mm-hmm. So the growing, that's where it is. And so that's, I think, why you were so successful. And I see a number of you guys here saying that you would also, like more education. And then also some people are asking for your website, Regine, shallwewine.com, right?
That is it. Yes. Perfect. Yes.
Okay. You'll see her on there. And so, yeah, guys, shallwewine.com. She's amazing at what she does. And I have felt so, so blessed to work with Regine. And I'm so thankful that she shared her story with us, because again, you guys, food freedom is about eating the foods we love, right? Without guilt, without feeling like they will derail us from our health and weight loss goals, and having the confidence to do it long-term. We oftentimes talk about moderation and balance. Yes, but what does that look like, right? And how long can we maintain that, right? What are some things that stop us from being balanced or living in moderation, right? Oftentimes the monkey mindset comes in, right? And so that's what Create My Weight is really all about. So if you're looking to learn more, if you believe in yourself and you're willing to really grow and change, I invite you to do what Regine did, book a free call with me, right? CreateMyWeight.com/apply. And Regine and I, like she said, we talked a couple times, and there's no pressure to join Create My Weight. And it's not for everybody. This really is a learning experience. This is an opportunity for you to grow and really build this lifestyle. And, Regine joined the 16-week journey with me. And Regine, I think that 16 weeks is perfect in the sense that, you lost a lot of the weight in the 12 weeks. But then like you said, it was like really like getting the confidence to do it on your own in the last month. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And giving myself time. So I love the 16 weeks because I just wanted time to just learn and grow. And, like there was no pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yes, you guys, so if you're ready to learn, createmyweight.com/apply. And let's all give Regine a big shout out. Thank you so much for joining us. Comment in the chat here if Regine inspired you. I know I'll never forget one of the things that we talked about on her very first call back in September was that she wants to help others live their dreams. And that was something that really spoke to me. And so even back in September when she was like, I'm not ready to work with you yet, I was like, one day I hope, because I really love working with people that want to also help others. And when we help ourselves, that's when we can help others. We build the confidence and the consistency and the structure so we can help other people. And Regine's already helping other people. She's written several books. She's serving people all over the country, all over the world. I know she's worked global. So, it's just, she's got her now. So cheers. Yeah. Cheers to you, girl. Everyone, if you have a wine glass at home, cheers.
Cheers to you.
Yeah, thank you. Comment in the chat if you're drinking wine or you have a mocktail, cocktail, even water with lemon, whatever. Comment with what you have in your hand. And yeah, you guys, we will see you soon. We'll do another interview next week. And Regine, thank you so much. All right. There's Chloe sharing the love. Let me see, we got a lot of comments here. I saw Abby. Danita's going to come on soon. But yes, Aaron says, thank you for sharing your journey. All right, Regine. Thank you guys so much for joining. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Yeah.